All you ever do is shine. You are brighter all the time.
Go. All right, guys, we are super excited. We're at our San Diego location today. We've got our special guest, Super Pacific. As you may or may not know, we've announced a partnership with these guys. That's been a long time coming. Peter, Josh, Sasha came down, brought a ton of the Super Pacific rigs, so we're just super excited to have these guys. What are your thoughts, Peter? What do you think?
This is awesome. Yeah, we're super psyched to be here. It's super fun to see all the campers lined up and hang out with customers and do it.
Yeah, so we're really excited to have the partnership. We're going to be able to do installations for the Super Pacific folks. We're going to be able to do outfitting for folks that already have the Super Pacifics, and then any sort of maintenance things that may come up. Both our San Diego, San Marcos location and up in Fremont in the Bay Area as well. So we're just super thankful these guys came down, brought the Portland weather with us, or with you guys.
Yeah, do what you can for you.
And yeah, so we've got a lot of awesome rigs. So really excited about the partnership, Peter. Thanks so much for the support. Off to a good start, man.
Definitely.
I could sit around and wait all day. You lay easy on my.
All right, so I got here at 7 o'clock this morning. Francis was here, revving the motor, ready to go. Event starts at 9, 2 hours early. This guy's an animal. So he's got Tundra, obviously rocking the Super Pacific. What an awesome build out here. I want to show you guys, and when I have Francis talk to us a little bit about what he's done, his setup. I think you've got a family of 4. Did I get that right?
4. Yep.
Family of 4. So how he's utilizing the Super. So tell me about it. What do we got going on? First of all, what year is the Tundra?
It's a 2008 Tundra, 14 years old, oldie but goodie.
Yes.
Only 140,000 miles.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Brand new for Toyota.
This is the 3rd iteration of the build for this, and it's going to be the final build. And I wanted to build it around the Super Pacific camper. Yep. With the family of 4, we needed the space, both to hang out inside and also to have enough sleeping space. So that's how I built the interior of the camper with that in mind.
Yeah, awesome. So 6.5 foot bed?
6.5 foot bed.
So he's got the length of a Tundra and he's got the width, obviously full-size truck. A lot of the trucks we see are kind of more of the mid-size. Gives him a ton of room. Check out this interior. So what did you do in here, Francis? Talk to me about this, because this looks like, if I put in the right music and get some Manhattans going, this looks like a lounge.
It is a lounge.
Yes, this is awesome.
So I did watch a lot of videos on sprinters and how they built out their vehicles and why they did things.
Yeah.
So I built up a subfloor, but below the subfloor I built up a welded subframe that's tied into the actual vehicle frame via the bed bolts.
Nice.
I did foam insulation underneath to fill in.
From the van world, for sure.
From the van world.
You see that.
It's not completed yet. It still needs finished flooring, which in the future you'll see that.
Yes.
So that I started out with cardboard, in my home garage, made with a compass and traced out the contours of the truck bed and cut it out into a template and transferred it over to birch ply.
2 pieces, I presume, right?
2 pieces,
yeah,
for sure.
because 1 piece you can't get it.
Sure.
Yeah. Yep. So we know that from some of the other platforms we install from our vendors. So 2 pieces is the way to go. You have the cutouts here for the bed stiffeners. Looks like you use 80/20, right?
Yep, it's 80/20. The frame's built out of 80/20. The actual paneling is made out of a product called ACM, which has a plastic core and an aluminum sheet skin on the inside and outside. You can get it. It's all pre-finished. You don't need to worry about painting it, finishing it. right? Then you can get it in any color. You can get it in brushed stainless.
So pretty durable, nice looking finish. You're running your Iceco fridge.
Yep,
running the back. And you've got plans for this side, you were saying, right?
I have plans to do a
wet bar is over
here? A cabinet build out on this side. Fridge will get a fridge will be moved to this side over here where you can access with the Iceco. You can open it from both sides. Unfortunately, my old ARB it was too big. And the way it opened was not conducive to the build. So I wanted to be able to access the fridge from the tailgate side, from inside, and also from the side of the camper, which that allows that. There's going to be a spot for a microwave because
you got to have the nuker.
You know what? We talked about having popcorn at camp with the kids, so that's
nice.
That's a goal.
Awesome, man.
So
super rad. And then you've got some LED lighting up in here. Are you running a separate dual battery system?
So I do have two Renogy 100 amp hour batteries in the front compartment.
Okay. In your underneath here.
Underneath here, it is all. It's temporarily wired in. I'm not tied in yet to the front battery. I don't have my DC to DC charger in yet. I don't have my solar in yet. What also lives up there is a 2,000 watt inverter to power the microwave, the Keurig if possible. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, sweet, awesome. And then you're running the Free Spirit awning. These are nice. Really nice awning. I'd say a real good price point too on kind of value with what you get. You've got all your Deadman stuff. Sam from Deadman's here.
Sam from Deadman.
Good stuff.
I'm running full Icons front and rear. Out back, it's running a RXT kit, bypasses, air bumps to carry the extra load. It's on the heaviest setting. And even with that, my old setup, I was actually riding on bumps with the Super Pacific because it is so much of a lighter setup now. I gained.
So you got the weight.
I got the ride height back and the up travel back. Up front, it's running Icons as well. It's running billet uppers, actually Dirt King lowers. 2.5 with resis, and then it's running their 2.5 bypass also. So
that's beautiful, man. But you did this here?
I did that. I matched the angles of the tent. And as much as I could, measured it with the angle cube.
Nice.
And mimicked it to the angles of the tent so that it.
I'm just really excited that you kept this access to the clip here for the for the hammock.
For the hammock,
you got to do it right. Super slick, dude. This thing is awesome, man. The setup in the Super that you've got going on, I think just with the size of it, it gives you so many options, which is super rad. But I think I like it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate the support. Thanks for coming early, helping set up.
Definitely.
If you guys see this rig out, dude, give Francis a little holler and have him show you around because this thing is awesome.
Definitely.
Thanks, dude.
Appreciate it.
All right. All right, guys, I've got Aim here. He has got a Jeep Gladiator, obviously running the Super Pacific. We've taken a minute of his time here to run through his build. Tell me about the inside. How have you got this built out?
This is like a Jeep Gladiator, like a short bed.
5-foot bed.
Usually, it's like if you have a camper, you gotta use like a drawer system. But for us, because like my background is like backpacking. So I wanna keep everything light.
Really simple and light.
So like if you're backpacking, you have like light pack, you can go a lot farther.
I mean, there's obvious advantages to keeping things light, right?
You can make more like prevent like the unnecessary wear and tear of the parts. So I just keep going. So just like I keep use this one. So this is just like the Wolfpack from Portland.
So you've got 3 Wolfpack Pros stacked in. They seem to work exactly perfectly lengthwise.
So when you close this one will not move.
That's awesome. So they're wedged in there, front to back. Beautiful.
So like if I don't need something from this, you just leave it at home. So I
Got
just
it.
keep like lights and everything.
Keeping with that theme of what don't we need.
Yeah, what
right?
don't,
So
what
you can
don't we need?
take one
And then
out.
like
And then you've got two more stacked up there.
this one is like the recovery gear, so it's
Yep.
easy and everything.
Yep.
And this is like the kitchen.
Yep.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
And then the fridge.
So you're running a CFX 75 dual zone fridge. It's a
zone.
huge fridge. Doubles up as a seat, it looks like, right?
Because when you have 3 kids, they have different tastes of food.
Yeah. Oh,
And
God.
then
Tell me
like,
about it.
and then like when you go like outdoors, you have to go bring hiking. You
Yeah.
have to have them rewards. So you have to
Yeah.
like ice cream on the other side.
You're right.
Cool drinks on the other
You got
side.
incentivize. Ice cream. Don't say that too loud. If my kids hear that, then I'm going to have to go get a dual zone, and then it's all over for me.
And then like for my water system is that I keep it light. So
Yeah.
if it's a weekend, I just carry this one.
Yep.
Because this is super light.
Yeah, and
then
compact when you're done using it.
And
Yep.
if you go like winter camping,
Yeah.
everything froze. This one, if it froze, you just like step on it.
Found it. You have 3 kids to help you with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything. And,
Lifesaver, jerry can, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
and then that's
Oh,
it.
the Dometic setup.
The nobody setup, and
Yep.
then and this one also.
Yeah,
It's easy
super.
for them to make a table for them to eat.
Perfect. Yeah.
So,
So a little different than some of the other setups we've seen that are permanent
Mm-hmm.
and integrated. AIM's really done a good job of using Wolfpack Pros, frankly, which are pretty economical, to get all his gear stored away, to be able to pull the gear out when he's not using it, to use it as a table,
Yeah.
allow the kids to play, and still maintain kind of that hiker philosophy of light, only take what you need, right?
take what you need.
You've got the Super Pacific dirt bag up here.
Dirt bags, yeah.
You're using their Mole panels. I see the that's clever. You're using a koozie to hold the Dometic faucet that's hooked up to the Dometic water can. You got your Jackery 1500 up there, presumably powering maybe some of your fridge and some
fridge,
other
yeah.
accessories. You got your Deadman up there.
Deadman,
you
yeah.
got little kids up there.
Yeah.
What an awesome
So-
setup, AIM.
So that's it.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. I do like this. So does this, so one of the things that's been different for us when we run our Gladiator, you know, like most of the cars that we have, my Land Cruiser, I've got a full dual swing out, and the trash roo or whatever, the trash bag is always an issue. This is really clever. You've got this bolted into the factory bolts. It hangs down like that when the tailgate's open, and when you close it, it straps in and you just clip the bottom.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate the time. Thanks for showing us your awesome rig.
Thank you.
Super rad.
Thank you for having me. Yes.
All right, everybody. We've got Cream. This guy has got an incredible high. He's got the beauty pad, elbow, wrist, wave. 3rd gen Tacoma, obviously running the Super. I wanted to grab him and talk to him also a little bit about his setup. So talk to me. What have you done here? Because this looks beautiful.
Yeah, of course. This is my log cabin on wheels, without logs, just a cabin.
Yep.
The prime kind of component we got in the back is our Goose Gear storage system.
Yeah, sweet.
So this was made for a Vagabond, but I modified it to fit the Super Pacific.
Okay.
They now make them for the Super
Yep.
Pacific.
Yep, absolutely.
The other cool thing we got here is National Luna Fridge.
Yep.
Slides out with the freezer.
So is this a dual zone?
Dual zone, yes. We
What
got the,
size is this?
I think it's the 50 liter.
50 liter dual zone.
50 liter
Yep.
dual zone.
Okay. Yeah.
Got sparkling water if you want some.
Awesome.
The other thing that's really cool in here, if we come over to this side, is we've got the whole Red Arc system.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
All right.
so in the back we have Manager 30 and the Red Vision system.
Yep. Okay.
So heated lithium battery in the back, air compressor.
Yep.
We've got Baja spotlights.
Yes.
And then Baja Squadron
Yes,
on the top,
up top.
Or Sports.
Yeah. Sweet.
Diesel heater, you name it. We got custom insulation.
So you've in here, we've done this too. This is a great, again, I said this earlier, I love doing the build outs with the Goose Gear stuff because you can hide so much of the gear that you want. So you've got, you said was it a Battleborn heated 100 amp hour battery. You've got your Red Vision, your Manager 30. He's got the display right on your Mole panel over there.
Yep.
You've got your diesel heater. Where's your diesel heater, man?
The diesel heater is mounted on the side.
On the other side, so
Yeah.
between the
Yeah, so actually what's really cool is not only does the Goose Gear hide the boxes, but it pairs well with the Super Pacific.
Yeah.
Because you got the wire chases.
yes.
So you don't realize it, but there's like probably over 1,000 feet of wire.
In here.
Just with all these components.
And we don't see any of it.
You don't see any of it.
Yeah.
The diesel heater is really cool. It was tricky mounting that with the exhaust.
Yep.
I probably did it 3 times, spilled diesel all over my truck. It was terrible. But what's cool about the heater is it has 2 vents. So one comes out under the bed and heats up the bed. And then the other vents up here and heats up the upper section.
Yeah, which is it's such a game changer, that setup.
Yeah.
Super slick.
So this is the camper. I'm not sure.
You're running a Rhino-Rack Compact 270, right? Yep. Using obviously the Super Pacific awning mounts. A Prinsu cab rack fits right under, just barely.
Just barely. It bangs up a little bit.
A little bit of touching.
We got some pads, but these are really great for running wiring.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna have like rock lights or a solar panel or whatever, these racks still work great.
Yeah, and that gives you just enough room for a set of 4 max tracks up there. Fills in that gap nicely. It is, that's right in there. It's tight a little bit, but then talk to me. You're running BP51 OME.
Yeah, love them.
Yep,
love them. Got the heavy duty leaf pack. I did. Is that a OME leaf pack or? Yep. Okay. I did the OME HD, and then I added an extra leaf on top of that.
Perfect.
These campers do get a little heavy.
Yeah.
And then I did Archive Garage shackles.
Oh, nice.
In the back.
I mean, it sits nice. It's nice and level. Maybe it has a touch of rake, which is
tiny bit of rake.
Touch,
not when it's loaded.
Hey man, that's not when it's loaded, but
the other thing that's
better
nice
than the reverse when you are loaded.
Is a little unique is the Willwood brakes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I had to get big brakes.
Yeah.
And, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
These are 305s.
Yep.
So they're a little chunky.
Yep.
But I think it's pretty much done. And then we got the WeBoost mounted to the top.
Heck yeah.
And then the only last 2 things I'm gonna do is some rock lights and then a Max Air fan.
Oh, nice.
At the top.
At the top.
Yeah.
Ooh, brilliant.
But other than that, it's pretty much done.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man.
Yeah, reach out if you have any questions or need any advice for building.
Yeah.
So obviously come to Rhino.
Thank you.
We're gonna hook you up with whatever you need.
Absolutely. This truck is awesome. There are so many rad trucks, man. I could go from one to another, but refresh my memory. What is the color of this?
Lunar Rock.
Lunar Rock.
Best color. Don't tell anyone. Best color.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So if you see a Lunar Rock, 3rd Gen Tacoma, Super, Goose Gear, and all the good stuff, it's this guy, Kareem, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, dude.
Of course, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out.
No problem.
Really. Jason, dude, you brought F-150 Super Pacific setup. I'm gonna be honest, we don't see as many F-150s. A lot of the trucks we see are Gladiators, Tacomas. Talk to me about this. What have you done? This is awesome.
Yeah, so it's a 2018 F-150 with the 3.5 EcoBoost.
Okay.
The reason why I got it was mainly for the MPGs and stuff. I wanted a Tundra, but I just couldn't justify the MPGs.
And how many gallons are in the tank?
36. So I'm getting about almost 500 miles.
You get 500 miles with this setup. That gets you away. That's awesome.
Yeah, so so I have the GFC X1. Love it so far. It's been amazing. It's just a huge upgrade from my Lightner and Skycamp.
Yep.
I mean, I love both the systems, but just convenience, and not only that, but after a Mojave trip at 0 degrees, I found out like I wanted to do something like this because my wife wasn't happy cooking in the cold.
In the cold,
and we were sitting out in the cold. While this, I could shift that forward, close all the doors, open the windows up, and then just chill in here and relax.
Yeah. So that is one of the key features of this canopy style camper, right? Is you get away from the elements. It sounds like that was important to you.
Yeah. So that was one of the big things. And then I went to One or Less Overland to get the windows installed. Okay. That was the first aftermarket thing I did to the camper.
Sweet.
Those are sweet. That's been really nice. Extra ventilation.
Yep. So when you're inside, you can open it up, get some ventilation. Yeah.
Yep. And then I got Aiden James Customs to build this the plate, so that way I can get ready for my cabinets.
Yep.
Did a great job on it.
You're planning on putting some cabinets in here?
Yep. Probably do a cabinet both sides, and then also across to make a little U shape, so that way we have a little seating area, also for storage.
Yep.
That's the eventual plan.
Yeah.
And then probably a Red Arc system to do 200 amp hour battery. I'm planning.
Yeah. Maybe with some solar.
Solar, and then definitely a heater, because I think that's my wife's one request was a heater.
Yeah. Get a good diesel heater going in here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I bought a little bug net from Amazon.
So it's Amazon.
And then just trimmed it a little bit to make it fit.
Size. You've got the dirt bag, their storage bag, real nice. It hangs on their these are all part of the doors on the Supers. Easy access to kind of hang things. It gives you a lot. We were talking earlier when he got here. The ability to get into this thing is amazing with the factory floored step. You got the pull out pull or whatever, right?
Yep. So if you need a handle,
this is full ADA compliant over here. We got guardrails on the side. This makes it really convenient.
Yeah, I'm really glad. Like I wasn't a big fan of the feature originally, but after I use it multiple times, it's awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, when we do get the F-150s in the shop and they have these and we're working on them, we always pull them out.
Yeah, it's just
in and out,
yeah,
in and out,
it makes
in and
it
out,
so
in and out.
easy.
It makes it so easy.
Yeah,
So
and now I don't need to carry a step
really
ladder.
rad.
So
you're running the bed rug.
Correct.
Maybe with a little bit of the dust.
It does. So I sealed my bed beforehand. Okay. I took off the bed rails. Yep. I sealed the inside there.
Yeah.
Sealed any holes I found, and also sealed it. Then the bed rug should help with it.
Yeah.
I have dust in it just because it's from the dust from this is my original bed rug.
Got it.
So
okay.
there's a lot of dust still imprinted.
From before. From
before.
You had the lightener or whatever.
But it does help. I talked to a few people and they do it, but I did a pretty good job sealing it. I should have no
What'd you use to seal it?
I used just epoxy.
Just epoxy?
Yeah, I use silicone. Sorry, GE2 silicone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just did that to all the
the obvious holes. Yeah, we do that with a lot of our installs too.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of a different color scheme, which is rad, right? Olive drab green, right? With a dark blue. A really awesome combination of colors. Not that that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
It
still features into it a little bit. Yeah.
And the gold rims is super rad. You're running the General Grabber.
Yep.
Tires, right?
And Kings. Yep. Kings 2.5s. I have Deaver springs on it.
Deaver springs.
And I have an SCC bumper in the back and an RPG in the front. And then these were custom done by OC Metal Fabs.
Brilliant.
So I had to build to get the tire out of the way so I can do my build. I had to get a custom because there's nothing for the F-150, so I had to get it all custom.
You had to do it all yourself.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. What a great setup. Tan color tent too. Again, that color contrast is really fun. So, well, listen, man, I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I appreciate you coming out. It's awesome, all you guys with your rigs. This is super fun. This is part of what makes events like this and communities so great. Is meet new folks, see everybody's build outs. We see a lot of build outs, but it's really awesome to see what you guys are all doing with your trucks.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for having us. This is the first time I've seen Super Pacifics anywhere in California, so it's really cool.
We brought them all together.
Yeah, and I'm glad you guys are an installer because you guys are a great company, so I was happy to see that happen.
Awesome, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Man. Yeah, cheers. All right, so I got the owner of this GMC truck. She's wearing the pink hat. Brought her sidekick Matt. Matt's going to talk to us about the truck, but we know that's really her truck, right?
I mean, she would love to tell you about it, but she can't talk yet. So she's working on it though.
Working on it. Awesome. So we see a lot of Tacomas, a lot of Gladiators. We just ran through F-150 setup. I'm going to be honest, we don't see that many. In fact, that's actually not true. We had a really awesome build up in our Fremont shop with this. But talk to me. You've got a couple rad surfboards in here. You've got a chair. Tell me about, and you've got your little one. How are you using this setup?
Yeah, so I just originally got it. When I put the order in, we didn't know we were having a baby. And then we found out we were having a baby, but we always knew we wanted to have something for a future family.
Nice.
So this is like the perfect option. It's super modular. You can customize it the way you want. Currently, it's pretty simple. It's just the bare bones camper. We got the surfboard up top. I'm a surf photographer, so a lot of it is based around kind of my needs. And so I just need somewhere to hang my fins, my wetsuit. And my boards and put stuff like that.
So you had a 8 foot, 9 foot longboard up there?
Longboard
9 foot up there.
It pops up easy, no issues.
Problem. You've got your sweater top wetsuit sitting there. Hopefully springtime comes soon. It's been chilly in the water.
I didn't put my full suit just because I didn't. It smells because I'm actually using it. So I don't want to put a smelly wetsuit.
The camera doesn't pick that up.
So
awesome. I saw your wife was sitting back here just chilling, right?
Yeah.
So again, not every setup has to be totally extravagant with the whole build out. Those are awesome, but you guys with your little one. Back here, you've got bins. I'm assuming you keep some of your camping gear.
I just keep all my camping gear back there.
You
need to heat up water for the milk or formula. That's it's easy to do.
Yeah,
and it's pretty simple. But I want to do something. I probably want to put like a bed rug in and maybe a base plate and kind of build my own setup. But
dude, this is an awesome mod. Where'd you get these? These are amazing. Awesome. You've got your fins up here on the Mole panels. So clutch, man. Love this color combo too.
My latch was stuck. Oh, there you go.
I
got my housing set up here.
That is sick. So again, you're doing surf photography. I was going to say something silly about taking a picture of me, but that would never make your cut. So yeah, easy access, right? Right on the mullet. You open this up, single latch. You've got your skateboard. You've got this awesome little
kneeboard.
Yeah, I think that looks so fun.
You know, I actually was looking at Tacomas and I didn't really fit in it well, and I saw this thing on the lot. I actually got it with this off-road package already, and I was like, let's do it.
It's
awesome.
Different.
It's a little different.
Totally different. I mean,
it's different, but that's what I kind of like. You know?
Yeah, that's brilliant, man. I really like it.
Thanks.
It's an awesome setup. I'm sure it'll work well as your family grows, as she grows.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having us here.
Yeah, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for bringing the family out and taking the time to hang out with us.
Yeah.
Super rad.
Say thank you.
Thank you. Awesome, man. Thanks. Been walking around here checking out all the supers, and I've run into Jaime from Easy Supplies. This guy came down all the way from LA to check out what we've got going on, but I'm here because I want to see what he's got going on. So thanks so much for coming down.
Of course, dude.
It's super rad to have you here.
Yeah, so stoked.
Yeah.
We were just talking about, we were both in Mulegé, we didn't see each other, but the crazy part is Marco, who were you with, had a rig caddy with him, right?
I saw him using it.
Okay.
Such an awesome piece of kit, and that's part of the reason I want to sit here and talk to you about it.
Sweet.
Totally bummed we missed each other. Next time we're down there,
I would be stoked.
We got to make the stars align, dude. Heck yeah.
As you know, Marco, if you follow Marco, if you follow Yost, everyone likes to cook, right? So this was kind of the idea off the jump, was like how to put something on the side of your truck or your Traeger grill without having to mount something like permanently on whatever surface you're going to be doing. So they're magnetic and they're all rubberized on the back, so it won't scratch your paint. They're extremely strong. Premium materials are made of aluminum, stainless steel, so they're not going to rust up on you. It's an outdoor product, so we never wanted to fail on the customer.
So no potential for rust.
Nope.
I think a huge one, I'm going to repeat it. You said it's a rubberized magnet, right? So no scratching.
Yep.
I like to scratch my rig, but not using that, right?
Yeah.
So that's key. That's a good call.
We already have too many pinstripes. That's like, as
it would make it out of uniform. It wouldn't look right if it was scratches going the wrong way, right?
So, and they're made in the USA. So
sweet.
I know a lot of our products that we use in our industry are made from like South Africa, overseas. But because we're based in Orange County and like we're such a California-based brand, it would be really cool to tell that story. And so made in the USA.
Awesome, man.
Everything, again, premium materials. And unfortunately, a lot of trucks nowadays are becoming aluminum. But most trucks that you find, like your Land Cruiser, Tacomas, this F-150, they're still steel. So they'll be used. Sprinter vans is a really big thing for them too.
You can also think of like all the trailers, right? A Turtleback, a Patriot, the Expedition 1, whatever, right? The trailer I run's got the ability to slap that on the side. So it kind of, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, it kind of like, usually when I think of like holding all this stuff, I'm thinking of flat space, I'm thinking of a tailgate, I'm thinking of some sort of contraption that comes down. This kind of simplifies that.
It does.
Right?
I mean, dude, you take it off, you can put it on your buddy's truck, your truck, on wherever. And then it's so easy because they hold so much weight. You can hang pots and pans, you can hang your skis, you can just chill, tailgate, whatever you want. And that was the biggest thing growing up. I never wanted it, like, I was not really that technically savvy with installation. And I grew up dirt biking. And so this was like one of those ideas where it's like, how do you do it without having to hard mount something all the time?
There's no one's going to charge you labor to install this. If they do, that's bad news.
Yost will not charge you labor.
Hey, free install, guys. Free install for sure. So couple different models. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones. Am I looking at that right?
Yeah, so these are all the rig caddies. They're all considered the rig caddy.
Okay.
These are just your individuals. And then we have our rig caddy holder, the tray, which I believe is on the Tacoma over there. And then our rig caddy pro. This is just a culmination of everything combined. So these will just come out the slots and then it all folds into each other.
Can I put like, is this the same thing as this, or is that no? Okay, so it's slightly different.
Yeah, just because this is
that one doesn't have the magnet.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
And the price points they vary. Obviously, if you buy something like this, so this is like an easy thing. People are like, I love Easy Supplies, I love the brand, I love Rig Caddy, but I don't want to spend $50 or $100. So it's like, okay, here's a $20 option, $30 option for you, and you still get that whole lifestyle.
Like stocking stuffer too. It's not that time of year.
Stocking stuffer.
You know what I mean? Note to self, anybody who wants to get me one. Also, another question.
Yes.
I'm assuming this goes into here.
Yeah.
When you close it up, is that?
Yeah. So they fold up.
So it
just
looks like
that.
this, right?
Yep.
So pretty small. I do like that rectangular design, right?
Yep.
So it really optimizes your storage space.
Yep.
Put that really
It's in
anywhere.
a Goose Gear box.
Yeah, exactly.
Super
or
easy. And then if you
whatever
have
you're-
like spices, you can put everything in there too.
Oh,
Use
nice.
it as like a carrying case.
And this is incredibly light. For whatever reason, I had this idea that it would be heavier.
Yeah, all aluminum. Stoked that you used or saw it down in
Yeah,
Baja,
no,
but
absolutely. It worked well. I may or may not have put a beer or two in there.
I would hope you would. Dude.
We got to get one that fits the Baianas, though, the big boys. We should work on
The
that.
Tecate ones?
The big Baianas, man.
Dude, they're
The big
so
one.
big.
Never mind.
No, we don't.
No,
Okay,
we don't.
anyways, but thank you so much.
Awesome,
Okay, man, we're out.
Cheers. I've got Brian, the owner of Goose Gear. We love the Goose Gear product.
Awesome.
He has brought his Land Cruiser. If you guys know anything about Rhino Adventure Gear, we love the Land Cruisers.
Yes, you do.
This is awesome, Brian. So
Thanks.
Tell me about it. Obviously, you've got the Goose Gear, your product in here.
Yes,
Tell
of
us a little
course.
bit about that, and then tell us about the rig, man. This thing is awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. Yeah,
for
so obviously
coming.
we started with I'm happy to be here, man. You guys are a great dealer. Great working with you guys.
Awesome.
Been with you guys since the beginning. So
Yeah, these guys have been great partners.
fun to watch you guys grow.
Super
Getting
stoked.
Awesome. So we basically, on this one, we did the ultimate chef and sleep package. So it has a camp kitchen, big single drawer, so really nice, tons of storage. Camp kitchen, like we have seat deletes on this one. It's a 60 series Land Cruiser. So this actually I purchased from Doug over at Well Sorted out in Colorado. So
Nice.
it's his personal rig, and he builds Land Cruisers. And I saw this at a show. And I was like,
That's our type of guy.
I have to buy this.
You have to get
I
it.
have
He
to
got
buy
it
this.
before we did, darn it.
Yeah, that's it. And so he finally said, "Yeah, I'm ready to sell it. Want to make some moves in the business." I said, "Well, then I'm buying it." So
Awesome.
this, so basically, it's a 60 series Land Cruiser. It's still on a 60 frame, but it's a full 80 series suspension swap. So it's on 80 series axles. It has a Vortec 5.3 liter in it,
amazing.
and also a 5-speed manual trans, an
Manual.
NV4500.
The real deal.
Yeah,
Almost instinct, no?
I'm torn on that. I'm
Torn,
torn on that.
really?
Yeah, it's nice to drive a stick. I like driving a
the
stick, but when you're
second gen-
crawling up rocks and
Yeah, it
you're like,
doesn't-
yeah, that's not fun.
I do like the gears, though.
Yeah, but
Yep.
so it's got 4-to-1 low gear, so it's just, I mean, you put it in 4 low in first gear, and it just crawls over. It's
so awesome.
stupid.
So awesome.
Super fun to drive. Scheelman seats. It's just
Yep,
comfortable.
super comfortable.
80, 85 miles an hour on the highway like no other 60.
Incredible. Yeah, right. You're
super
passing
fun.
every other 60. They're like, what's going on here? This isn't normal.
Yeah. So
Sweet.
it's-
So you've got the Goose Gear. You've got the seat delete, right? So yeah, you said the ultimate package.
Yep.
I don't know how often you guys have seen this, but this is really slick. I kind of wish I'd done this on our Land Cruiser. Keeps all of your utensils. Obviously, the partner cook stove. 50-liter dual zone National Luna. Awesome fridge. Fits perfectly in what I call the cave, right? The cave is so useful. If you look at some of our setups, you'll see we store a lot of product on top of it. Inside of it, it looks like Brian's running a Manager 30 total vehicle TVMS Red Arc system with the display here, which is super slick. Easy access to see what's going on. And then the seat deletes. Tell us about this, man. We don't see this. I mean, we see them on the 80s. I wish they made them for the 200s. Talk to me about that.
Yes, so this is actually made by Emu Wing, so it's out of Australia.
Of course.
So there's a couple of people bringing them in the States, and it's been good. I mean, just having nice glass on this side.
So this is true glass?
True glass.
True glass.
It's actually a formed true glass, so it's not like just a piece of plate glass. So that's actually formed to the vehicle. And then on the other side, we have the same Gold Wing window, but it's actually a steel plate. So it's just a fixed, actually aluminum plate, not steel. And it's powder coated black. And then that way, because I usually hang stuff off the side of the camp kitchen on the other side, off the Molly panel. And then we've got all of our Red Arc stuff up here. So you got the Red Arc Manager, it's all accessible right there. And then we've got a Battleborn 100 amp hour lithium
underneath
in that little box right there.
Perfect spot for them. Love the Goose Gear product for that. When we're doing big electrical builds, for better or worse, a lot of times my first question is, are you running any sort of Goose Gear? Why? It allows us to tuck away the Red Arc, the batteries, the wiring. It makes it super clean. Obviously, great for other reasons. Second row delete, right? Infill panels. So access from the top, access from the side. If you like to curl up, sleeping capabilities in here. Right?
In a really, really bad weather system, you can just hop in the back and sleep here easily.
Which is super rad. Let's check out the heart of this thing. Oh, let's go in here.
So we got up here. We added a can't not have Apple CarPlay anymore. So we swapped out the head unit with a Pioneer for Apple CarPlay.
Nice. Okay, good.
Shieldman seats, which are
those are great.
Super awesome, super comfortable. And,
dual stick transfer 4-to-1
twin
case.
stick transfer case. So
5-speed. Brian may not like it. I like it.
I know everyone in the world loves it, but
we don't drive it. So
that's right. When you're driving across country,
we just dream about it.
Yeah.
And then the Vortec motor, right?
Yep, we got a Vortec 5.3 liter. So this is out of a Chevy 1500 pickup.
Yep.
And then also has a 3/4 ton manual trans out of a Chevy.
Nice.
So then it goes to a standard twin stick Toyota transfer case with an advanced adapters.
Right.
Did air system, put ARB. So we have ARB separate. We have ARB air rear locker. So that's actually on its own compressor in the back of the vehicle.
Like on a little ARB.
A single. Yep. And then we did the twin because if you're going to pump up tires, you want to have a twin.
This is my biggest mistake on my Land Cruiser. When I built it, I have the single, and I regret it every day.
Yeah.
I have plans to change that.
The twin is the best way to go.
The twin is the way to go.
I've used all kinds of different compressors. That's just the one.
Running an Odyssey battery. That looks like a Group 34 or something.
Yep.
Yeah, the PC 1500. Awesome. Yep. It's surprising how much room is in here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a small motor, and there's a lot of room, so it fit really nice.
I mean, you got a lot of room still to deal with. Bumpers, these are sweet.
Yes, so the front bumper is, I believe, 4x Labs, and then the rear is Trail Tailor.
Okay, cool.
The rock sliders were custom built by the guy who made it, and the rear bumper, actually, he did the side armor protection extensions on those, because that's not a normal item. So
yeah, both those guys are awesome Land Cruiser.
And then we did add a probably one of the best things I've ever done, and I've done it on my Ranger too now, is the Long Range America fuel tank.
Of course.
So 38 gallons of fuel on this, plus the 10 jerry cans. It's like 600-mile range of this thing. It's stupid.
So if Brian disappears, if none of the orders are getting fulfilled, or like all of a sudden the website's got 404 all over it, this guy disappeared deep in the Baja, about 600 miles down. And then he's refilling every you're out doing every jerry can, every guy on the side of the road, you're emptying them out.
That's it.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. The long range stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
Especially when you're running probably a little bit more of a thirsty motor than some.
Yeah.
Dude, what an awesome rig. Being a Land Cruiser fan, I love this. I drool over it every time.
Thanks.
I'm super pumped to have it. Growing up, one of my best friend's sisters had one of these exact same color, so it brings back a lot of awesome memories.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We got it buried in the snow in Mammoth when I was like 12.
Perfect.
So, awesome, man. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks,
appreciate the support.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Enjoy.
I got stuck hanging out with Sam, but the good thing he's from Dead Man. So here we go. Sam, thanks so much for coming to our open house today.
For sure.
He's got a host of different products here in the booth. I'm going to ask Sam some questions on how to get unstuck. All right. So thanks for coming.
Yeah, hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So talk to me. What do we got here?
What do we see here? So we have kinetic ropes. That's a really popular thing lately. That allows you to do a kinetic recovery, right?
Yep.
So you're in deep sand, deep snow, deep mud. 4 tires on the ground, really key. When you're high-centered, not the tool, right?
Interesting.
You do see some of that.
Yep.
4 tires on the ground, though. This allows you giant bungee cord, right? It allows vehicle A to get a running start and pull vehicle B out. That's all it is.
Yep.
We offer 2 different lengths, 30 foot and 20 foot. They come in our body bag, so you can have it on the outside of your rig and kind of make that the foundation of your recovery kit.
Yeah.
This is a great starter for people that don't even have a winch yet. Right?
Yeah.
That's a really common scenario that we see a lot, but it's not predicated on having a winch. So somebody brand new to overlanding can just get started with a couple soft shackles and a kinetic rope, and you're good to go.
Yeah. But not to be used if you don't have all 4 tires on the ground.
100%. Yeah. So so these will stretch about 30%, right? So people often ask like, well, how much rope do I need? Because we do offer the 2 different lengths.
Yeah.
You can augment this with a tow strap, right? So if you have a 20-foot tow strap already, you add that to your 20-foot kinetic rope, and you're good to go.
There you go. Awesome.
Yep. So then we have our Dead Man Earth Anchor. There's one hanging back there.
That one's brand new. That's what they look like out of the box. They've got custom, so you don't have to work it in.
There you go. Pre-used.
So there you go.
Exactly. So this is the Dead Man Earth Anchor. It fits in this bag. It's about 8 pounds. Hangs on the outside of your rig. Nice long straps here. The idea is you want your recovery gear to be easy to get to, just like a first aid kit, right? You don't want to be that guy that's emptying the contents of your back seat on the trail to get your recovery gear.
Yep.
The Dead Man Earth Anchor is something that can be a multi-tool. Think of it as like a jack of all trades when it comes to recovery. So it's something you could bury in the sand or snow and winch yourself out, but you could also wrap it around a tree, wrap it around a rock. And those configurations, it's rated at 60,000 pounds. So it's kind of silly how strong it is. For comparison, a big rig about 80,000 pounds, right? So we're talking way stronger than any of these rigs. Made in the US here, and lifetime guarantee on this. So you make the sucker fail, that's cheap R&D for me. I'm just gonna ask you some questions about what you did, maybe.
What the hell were you doing?
What were you thinking?
This is the first question I
But then we'll send you another one, right? So we're local here in Escondido, so we're all about just like supporting this community here in Southern California. So
love it. Great place to put your rhino patch and all your other awesome favorite vendors.
There you go.
Right?
And then something else we're working on here.
What is this? You're saying this is new, right?
Yeah, this is new. This is
talk to me. This is a whole...
This is a Roam box. It's just a 55-liter Roam box. It's one of their new sizes. But the idea is we're going to start having a kind of pre-packaged recovery kit. So if you want to just have one purchase, you can have everything that you would need in here. Everything from the anchor to the kinetic rope. We've got a handful of soft shackles in this particular kit. And then we've got things like a dead loop. A dead loop is something that allows you to maybe attach to a rather creative place on a vehicle if you need to. So the idea is that all of this can just go into one nice kit, and then the kit, the box can be attached
Roam box,
anywhere on your rig. We offer it in a different size as well if you need, and there's a couple other boxes that we're thinking of offering in the future. For now, the 83-liter, that nice skinny one that a lot of people have on their rooftop, that's a common one, and then this is the 55.
Awesome. And that's available on your website?
That is
now or going to be soon?
Going to be soon. We do have kits on our website, but they're not in the box, so we're trying to kind of bring those two together here soon. So and
that's awesome. So all-inclusive, don't have to think about it.
That's what we're going for.
You just want to be dialed in. Does it come with this Factor?
It does. It comes with the Factor 55 rope retention pulley. That's a lot like a snatch block. It allows you to use, say, an anchor point to redirect. That's one example, right? And then last thing would be these Crazy Beaver shovels, and those are, we're reselling those, but those are an incredibly strong steel blade with a fiberglass shaft. A couple different color options. This one is super blingy. They call this Silver Vein. I think this one might belong in the mall parking lot.
That one's scary looking.
It is, really.
That's intimidating.
Yeah, that's true. If you do frequent a bad neighborhood, this might be good to have too, right? That's pretty much it, man.
Awesome, Sam.
So if you guys have any questions, we're at deadmanoffroad.com.
Yes.
And
these guys are local here in San Diego and Escondido, just down the freeway here. Check them out. These guys are awesome.
Cool,
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
All right.
All right, everybody. We've seen a lot of supers. I've got a sheesh here from Cake Bikes. These guys have come out, super excited. They're running test rides, but I've been able to pull them aside for a second and talk about some of these bikes. So tell me, what do we got here? We got 3 different bikes. Let's run
we got a little bit of everything. So I'll get started with the Maka, which is, I like to think, is the most inclusive bike that we have. Stuffed through frame, so really low seat height. It has one mode on it. Really nice, easy throttle. Goes up to 30, so it's really safe. Kind of moving from that, we have a little bit more utility bike. This is the Osa. It comes in 2 different versions. One's a moped, one's a motorcycle. What makes this super cool is we utilize these pretty unique clamps. So right now I have it set with 2 passenger seats, but you could very easily tow stuff. You could have a surf rack, right? Like a whole number of things. And on the back of one of these rigs, these would be perfect.
Heck yeah.
And then kind of moving over to the fun stuff. We got the
that I recognize.
Exactly.
That we all know.
Is the eye
Everybody
catcher.
knows this one.
So this is the Calic. This is what started the entire company. It's 150 pounds. It's about 150 to 250 cc equivalent. It goes about 60 miles per hour. You're riding for about 35 to 50 miles. But all in all, super lightweight, very powerful platform, and stoked to be here. And
So tell me real quick, give me a little background on Cake. When did they start? Where are they from? Talk to me about that.
So we started back in 2016, Stockholm, Sweden.
I knew it was European.
Very European. This I like to call the IKEA bike. It started by Stefan Jöderborn, who is the co-founder of PSC Helmets. So big serial entrepreneur. Essentially really, realized, whoa, there isn't really an electric bike that's utilizing its own frame, proprietary technology.
Yeah.
Really high-end components.
Yeah.
And that's, got started with the calc, went to a show, sold a couple of bikes, and we're like, oh, this could be a thing.
This can turn into something.
And then been in the States since 2018. We actually just opened our North American HQ in Venice.
Oh, so cool. Up in LA?
Yep, up in LA. Yeah. So if you're in SoCal, we're 15 minutes away from LAX.
On your way up from Rhino Adventure Gear, you can head right there. Oh, wait.
No, come down here first.
There we go.
Come ride bikes.
Yeah.
But awesome. Stoked to be here, and thanks so much for having us.
These look amazing. I think they would. You're spot on. These would be awesome on the back of one of these rigs.
Hell yeah.
Thanks so much for coming, man.
Over here. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Cheers.